bringing in an additional $10,000 or more in passive income per year from selling a low dollar value tripwire, something like an ebook, usually priced between $5 to $20, or some sort of packaged resource like a swipe file of some kind. Um, it's the additional money is great, but what's better, and the problem that a tripwire really helps to solve for you, is selling your core offer much more efficiently. Why does it do that? Because the whole purpose of the tripwire is to get some flow going on between you and your prospective customer or client, where money is being exchanged for value. And so it works to build that relationship and build that trust so that when it comes time to offer your core product, they are therefore more likely to say yes. However, you may be wondering, and what I hear people asking in the audience is, well, how do I come up with my first tripwire idea? What's going to work? Is this going to work? Is this going to be enough? In this video, I'm going to show you how to find that idea, and I'm going to tell you how I found our first idea for a tripwire. It's actually easier than you think. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of 10-Minute Matt Hacks, where in 10 minutes or less, I give you one awesome tip for how to be better at digital marketing and in general accelerate your creativity and entrepreneurial spirit. All right. My name is Matt Ackerson. I'm the founder of autogrow.co, and the problem that we're addressing today is you're looking for ways to more effectively sell your core offer. And a proven solution from my own experience, as you'll see, is the tripwire. So let me give you a quick story. Over this past summer in 2017, we launched the six-figure sales funnel, our newest flagship info product. And from doing that, I noticed that in the middle of the launch was about 3 weeks long. There were a lot of different moving parts. And in the second week, we added bonuses into the mix. And one of the bonuses was a very detailed swipe file of all different kinds of examples that I personally have just been compiling for a very long time for my own personal use. And I thought, oh, why not? We'll add it in as a third bonus. And it was interesting because we started getting emails back when we did that, asking about it, saying, oh, like, can I actually, I love it, but I don't have the money for the full course. Can I buy the swipe file separately? So that got me to thinking. So come holiday time at the end of 2017, I said, okay, like I've been reading about swipe tripwires for long enough. It's time that I actually implement this, because we're going to become a focused products business. We were moving away from services at that time. I really have to practice what we preach if we're going to be teaching this stuff. So I said, I looked around at our existing product line. I said, what can we turn into a swipe file? And I said, oh, I remember people had emailed us asking specifically about this swipe file. Let's try that. It's a ton of examples. I think it's worth at least $7. So we put up the $7 price on it, and we created a nice landing page. And the graphics weren't perfect, but we put it up. We said, okay, let's just see what can happen with this, and we started selling them, and it worked, and it worked very, very well, and people have been very happy from buying that. It's actually worked so well that it's adding an extra, I'm estimating that the next couple of months we'll get there. So it started out, we were doing about an extra $3,000 a year from it. Now we're at the point where we're doing an extra $9,000 a year from it. I'm pretty sure we're going to surpass an extra $10,000 in passive income from it. And it's great, but it's not about the money, because we were looking to practice what we preach, and more importantly, we wanted a way to better engage with potential customers, to move them into our funnel so that they would consider our core offer, which would be the six-figure sales funnel, immediately after buying that, right? So really that's how I generated the idea for it, and it's working out very well. And it's really not so much about the money as it is, although $7 times however many people buy per month is nice. it's more about selling that core product, that core product offer, and growing sales for that. And it can work for you too. So let's talk about some ideas for how you can think of your own tripwire idea that will convert. All right, because what I sense from a lot of people who I've spoken with, who emailed in questions from time to time, who are clients of our existing training products, they ask, like, well, what about this idea or that idea, or I don't know if it's enough value, or if this is going to actually sell. So here are some ideas that have been proven to work. So you already know that a swipe file is a working idea because it works for us. I've seen it work for other businesses as well. Another good idea for a tripwire is selling something that's templated, whether it's a landing page templates, a package of landing page templates, or just some sort of resource. For example, we're actually working on our second tripwire idea right now called I think it's the funnel template pack, and it's going to be a combination of funnel diagrams, all different kinds. So kind of like a reference swipe file, but also something that you can plug into your business because it's going to have these funnel diagrams, all different types. It's going to have some fill in the blank landing page templates, and then it's going to also have some copywriting fill in the blank headline formulas built into there as well. So it's going to be kind of a package of a few different types of resources. So keep that in mind as I'm telling you these ideas, because you can kind of mix and match a little bit too if you want. You can combine some things if you're worried that there's not enough value, or if you just want to create something a little more unique. So templates work well. Ebooks are very standard, but people, because they're so used both for just general lead magnets, oh, download my 10, 20, 40 page, even ebook, just give me your email address. People are a little more cynical about it, or they just have their blinders on about it. So those don't work as well. I would recommend you go with something that's a little more action oriented, that people can really plug into their business, that's going to save time or be a great reference resource for them, like a swipe file, like a template. If you're a SaaS business, consider doing a paid trial if you're wary of offering a free trial, or you just want to make sure that you're getting quality leads for the full paid version in the door, and you're worried about people just kicking the tires too much. A paid trial is something that I see working very well for a company like Ahrefs, which is an SEO tool for monitoring how many links you have, where you rank on Google, and how to get more links. So they do a $7 7-day trial, which obviously is working pretty well for them. If you're selling physical products, we worked with a cosmetics company last year, and what we found worked for them right off the bat was a free plus shipping tripwire. Now, what does that mean? It means that they had so they were doing face treatments for acne for women, and they decided to give away one of their little bottles of their cream, and they would give it away for free, but the customer had to pay the cost of shipping. And this can work really well for physical books as well. If you're in services, consider the idea of a project blueprint, or some call it a roadmap. So this was an idea that I learned a long time ago from a friend of mine, Brennan Dunn, over at Double Your Freelancing. And I tried it out for our business because I found that, we were selling, $5,000 plus packages, and I was tired of making proposal after proposal at the time. And, I said, what's a better way to not have to do all this work, and it takes skill to put this proposal together? How do I find better quality leads? What am I doing wrong? So I came across this idea, and I called it a project blueprint, and we started selling them for $100 each. So the idea was that a client would call us, talk to us on the phone a little bit, and we would sell them on this $100 project blueprint. And we would explain, because they might push back and be like, oh, am I just paying you to pitch me? Like, come on, like let's get real here. But the truth was, and as I explained to them, listen, it takes time and skill to prepare this proposal because I do each one custom, and because I'm looking at and identifying all the issues. In my case, it was about funnel optimization. I'm identifying the issues there and recommending the specific solutions at every stage of your funnel and how we're going to implement this custom solution for your business. So once they heard that, it won over a lot of people, and we started selling them rapidly to the point where we raised the price to $300. And I still think of that as a tripwire, mainly because relative to a $5,000 plus price point, which we were charging, it's a low barrier to entry and it's delivering value. And again, the idea of a tripwire is to get that money flowing because that helps to build trust, and it really starts off the relationship with the customer with less perceived risk, right? So that they can really sample your services and receive some benefit in exchange for the money that they give you. Now, here's a good quote from Impact Marketing that I found on their blog, and I just wanted to include it in here because I think that it's useful for you to consider when you're picking your tripwire idea. They said, quote, "If the perceived value of a tripwire isn't higher than your price, your leads won't be interested. For this reason, many companies choose to give away their tripwire for free, i.e. a free trial or a free plan." So I think this brings up a good point. It's really important that the perceived value be higher or significantly higher than the dollar value that you're offering. In the case of a swipe file, for example, what I did was I brought together all these examples from all these types of different, from landing pages to pricing pages to checkout pages, to banner ads, to pop-ups. I mean, it really runs the gamut. And for someone to actually go around and have to find that themselves, it would take them a long, long time. And I think that's why it's selling so well, because people really see that curated value in it. Because we've picked the best examples, we've brought them all together into one package, and so it's has a high perceived value for that reason compared to the price point, and so people buy. Now, if you want more examples that will kind of get the creative juices flowing and help you to understand, okay, like, is this worth testing out as a tripwire in my business? Check out the blog post that we wrote titled, and I'll link to it directly below this video on YouTube and within the blog post, 10 tripwire examples that inspire you to create your own. And in that, you're going to find 10 different examples from physical products to physical, Vistaprint, selling business cards as their tripwire, info products, of course, our own example. We get into a little more detail on that. Jewelry, nutrition bars, Square selling their little Square for payment processing widget. More info products, you get the picture. So the one action that I want you to take is I want you to take out a piece of paper and a pen directly after this video, and I want you to write down 5 ideas for a tripwire. Think about what customers or clients might have said to you in the past that may be a clue towards what they would actually like to buy in order to sample your product or service, and from their point of view would be relatively low risk. So thanks for watching. If you're ready to take it to the next level and keep in touch and not miss another Matt hack, I recommend that you click on the link directly below this video on YouTube if you're watching there, and make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the option after in your settings on channels to make sure you get the notifications whenever we come out with a new video. And if you're watching this on the blog, be sure to click the link directly below this video to subscribe to our daily newsletter for more great Matt hacks. All right, so tune in next time when I talk about the law of visibility. You're not going to want to miss that. So until next time, my name is Matt Ack in the Matt Hat, delivering you your daily dose of Matt hacks. Talk to you soon.